Have you ever wondered how products from different countries reach your hands? The phone you're using, the clothes you wear, and even the food on your table. Many of these items have traveled across borders through a complex web of international trade. But what happens when governments step in and impose tariffs, extra taxes on imported goods? Suddenly, prices rise, businesses struggle, and global tensions escalate. In the past few days, we've been hearing a lot about new tariffs imposed by the US and their retaliatory measures by China and Canada. But what does this mean for businesses, consumers, and the global economy? And more importantly, how does international trade actually work? Stick around as we break it all down in simple terms. Welcome to Entertain and Educate Talks, where we simplify complex topics and bring you insightful discussions on global affairs, history, and business. If you enjoy informative content that keeps you ahead of the curve, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. To understand tariffs, we first need to understand how global trade works. Imagine a world without trade. Each country would have to produce everything it needs. No exotic fruits, no affordable electronics, no foreign cars. Sounds unrealistic, right? That's why nations specialize in what they do best. The basics of global trade. Countries trade goods and services based on their strengths. Some nations have rich natural resources, others have advanced technology, while some offer cheaper labor. This is called comparative advantage, a key principle in international trade. For example, the US is known for producing high-tech products and agricultural goods. China specializes in manufacturing electronics and machinery. Middle Eastern countries export oil and gas. India excels in IT services and textiles. Now, for trade to work smoothly, countries sign trade agreements, deals that set rules about how much tax, or tariff, is charged on goods crossing borders. Some agreements remove tariffs entirely, making it cheaper to trade. Examples include NAFTA, now USMCA for North America, and the EU single market in Europe. The role of tariffs. But sometimes countries impose tariffs, a tax on imported goods. Why? To protect domestic industries from foreign competition, to encourage local production and jobs, or, as we're seeing now, for political and economic pressure. When tariffs are imposed, the cost of imported goods rises, making them less competitive, but this can also lead to higher prices for consumers and potential trade wars. Current tariff situation explained. Now that we understand the basics, let's talk about the major tariff developments happening right now. The U.S. tariffs announced February 2025. President Donald Trump recently imposed a 25% tariff on goods from Canada and Mexico and a 10% tariff on goods from China. The reason? The U.S. government says this is to pressure these countries to curb illegal immigration and stop the influx of fentanyl and other drugs into the U.S. Energy imports from Canada were given a slightly lower tariff of 10% instead of 25%. China's retaliation. In response, China announced counter tariffs, 15% on U.S. coal and liquefied natural gas, 10% on crude oil, agricultural machinery, and certain vehicles. These tariffs will take effect next week, further escalating tensions. European Union's concerns. The European Union is also under pressure as President Trump hinted that the U.S. could impose similar tariffs on European goods. This uncertainty has shaken global markets, causing stock prices to drop in Asia and Europe, while the U.S. dollar strengthens. How does this affect businesses and consumers? Companies that import raw materials or finished products from these countries will face higher costs, leading to increased prices. Consumers may see higher prices on cars, electronics, and energy. Farmers and manufacturers who rely on exports could struggle if other countries impose retaliatory tariffs. If the situation escalates, we could see a full-scale trade war that disrupts global supply chains. The market reactions. Financial markets have already reacted negatively, with European and Asian stock indexes falling. Investors worry that this could slow down global economic growth. What happens next? Will China increase tariffs further? Will the US extend tariffs to the EU? How will businesses adapt? These are the big questions shaping the global economy right now. Trade wars are not just about politics. They impact businesses, jobs, and the prices we pay every day. With the latest tariffs, we are witnessing another shift in global economic power. What do you think? Are tariffs a necessary tool to protect a country's economy, or do they create more harm than good? Let me know in the comments. If you have any questions about the tariffs, please drop them down in the comment box. I'll explain you clearly. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Entertain and Educate Talks. Stay informed, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next video.